Hello, chat. How are you? Happy evening. Hope all is well with you. We're skipping the intro. We're gonna get right into games. It's 11:30. Basketball game got over late. We gotta get space engineers going. We got a lot of stuff to do. We gotta build weapons. Why is my camera? Come on. There you go. So let's get right into it. All right. Let's see what we got going on tonight. So where we left off, I was playing with Tort the other day, and we are at a point where we need some weapons. So we're gonna jump in here real quick. We're gonna make some missiles. I'm gonna turn my camera off for a minute. Chatters show up, I'll turn it back on, but we gotta make something low cost. Some sort of cheap missile design, and we still want to be, I'd like it to be smart. So this is what I'm working with right now. I haven't even tested this yet. How we're going to test it is energy. We'll build some targets, to test it. This is pretty simple. It's got a couple of thrusters tucked in here. It's got one per side. You have to have one per side when you're doing anything automated, okay? So I'm going to take my first design, which is over here, and we're going to mess around with this thing. Let me shut it off real quick. These thrusters off, okay? So we need to look at how I did the flight and how I did the offensive. So we're going to change that speed limit too when we get it into, we're going to have to, once we bring it in, we're going to have to adjust it to the speed limit inside our dedicated server. That's not a problem. We just have to build it once and then disconnect it and then blueprint it. So we got minimum altitude of 0. Maximum speed the grid's allowed to move. Aligned to gravity. Okay. Pretty standard stuff. Collision avoidance. Okay. So in an AI offensive, attack enemies closest. Maybe we should change that to largest. I don't know. We'll have to see. I also have it setting to power systems, and the reason being there, my thought there is that power is usually on the inside, right? Power is usually tucked away. It's not going to be on the out like a gun. We want these missiles to actually break through, right? Boom. Okay. What is this? Guidance type, target prediction, yeah. Attack pattern is intercept. RAM. So we know how we got it set up. Search intervals every 5 seconds. That's fine. Override collision avoidance, yes. Okay, so now we know how we got to set it up. We might have to come back and look at these again. We have 2 different event controllers, okay? You can see when we set, when the distance to lock target is 100 meters, we're doing something. We're starting the countdown on the warheads. Oh, okay, so they blow up. Good idea. And event controller 2, when it's equal or less than 2,000. We're arming the warheads. Okay, so the warheads are disarmed by default. What is the timer set to? Detonation time is 1 second. I mean, if it's 100 meters out, it should blow up, right? Right. That's the tricky part. We're gonna have to do math on that and figure that out. I don't know. Maybe we just have the detonation time be a little bit delayed, just in case the missile breaks apart You still want it to blow up. You know, I'm just thinking. So let's get to work here. We got some configuration we've got to do on this guy. So right now I've got a control panel on this so I can access it. That'll go away. AI flight. AI is turned off. Speed limit, we're going to set to 250, but it's not going to matter right now. Minimum altitude, we're just going to say is 1. It's okay. Max pitch angle. How steep can it go in? Can it go to 90? Can it go directly above something? Yes. Max roll angle. It only has one thruster here on each side. Hope that's enough to keep it up in the air. I didn't really think about that. I bet it needs 4 on the bottom. I bet it's heavy enough that this thruster isn't going to keep it up. But we're probably going to need to redesign this guy. Let's just keep it at 45 right now. Collision avoidance. Okay, so all that stuff is pretty standard. Defensive block. Attack. Enemies. We're going to go and say attack the largest. Surgeon will make 5 seconds.
Fuel critical.
We're going to set this again to power systems. We're just going to give that a shot.
No
And
energy.
intercept. Guidance type. Target prediction type. Even though there's not really any if we're planning on hitting static grids with these, not really. But if we're firing these at ships that are flying by, this would be good. Override collision avoidance. Okay. We've got thrusters. I'm going to clean up some of this stuff too. The antenna should be set all the way up. We're going to say boom. Let's name our remote control. All of these are going to get grouped. The warheads. Let's set the detonation time to 3 seconds, okay? We're not going to arm them yet. Oh, shoot, I didn't do all of them. Let's just see. Did that change? No. See, it didn't change it for them all. Rude, man. Well, you got to double check everything. Where? Okay, that's good. I think we're good. We got to do the event controllers. We are going to say distanced to locked target equal or less than. We're going to arm the warheads at 1,000 meters. Okay. Yeah, you know what? People can shoot before then. Why don't we say 2,000 meters? Keep it at 2,000. Let's search. What is that? Okay. Yep, don't need an and. Okay. Event controller 2 is going to be the kind of the same rule. Distance to lock target is less than. When do we want to start the countdown? Three seconds, huh? Let's set it to 500 meters. Okay. And select your actions. We didn't select our actions. Oh shoot, we gotta group our warheads. Let's do that. Okay. Make sure it's happy. It is. All right, back to our event controllers. We actually got to put actions in here. So actions for this guy for 2,000 meters is to arm these guys. When it falls back out of range, what do? We disarm. Even though we don't, I don't know, once it's armed, it's kind of like, there's no going back, but okay. Maybe we'll build like an abort sequence or something. I don't know. We'll see. Options. Possibilities are endless. Alright, we're going to start countdown on these. If it falls back out, stop the countdown? No. Once the countdown started, you can say it's blowing up. Okay, it's blowing up. The end. Okay, batteries. We are going to need a group. There we go. A lot of the stuff we can hide. So, thrusters are going to get turned off. So we need a way to turn them back on. It goes out of the terminal. We got our thrusters, we got warheads. Try and make all this stuff not in the terminal. That way, it's just easy. It's just easy to see stuff when you've got it on your base and you don't have all this crap
Fuel
stacked in there.
critical.
You know what I mean?
No energy.
The antenna, we'll keep that on. Warheads. There we go. Turn those off with that. I think that's pretty good. Let's not show these. Don't need to show the gyroscope. Landing gear isn't going to be there. Control panel might still be. The other thing I was going to add to this, which I don't have right now, is I was going to add a final panel. I'm going to add it right now, just so we have it, okay? We're going to add a text panel right here, which shows which components it needs to be built, okay? We're going to leave it like that, too. But I think, let's blueprint it. Alright, that's Smart Missile Test 2506. I think it's gonna fly right. Okay, I'm gonna grind it free. Actually, I'm gonna delete it free. It'll drop on the ground. Okay, setting up straight. So this is how it would be in the silo, right? It would be like this. Okay. Let's go over here. Actually, it's on, the batteries aren't on recharge. Okay, good to know. So let's go from here. Go to our smart missile. We're gonna go to the remote control. Second. Let's do a couple things here. The main control. Find camera is gonna be the camera. I'm gonna just set that to one way just so we're ahead. Speed limit is gonna be 250. We're gonna have to go resave this. But let's set up this bar first, okay? So I'm gonna do it like I do my ships. Recharge on and off. Okay. And then thrusters on and off. That's pretty much it. Once the missile is within range, it's just gonna take over. And you're just along for the ride at that point. I'll set up the camera view button here. Just in case. I can't think of anything else that would need to be there. Okay, so
Fuel critical.
let me go into my blueprints here. Delete this guy. We'll make a new one with all these changes, just so we have one. And then we're just going to fly it and see. I don't think it's going to fly right because forward is this direction right here, this top. And to align to gravity, this would be the bottom right here. And I think we should have put most of the thrusters, the majority of the thrusters right here. Let's find out. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. Let's find out. So here we go. First missile test of the evening. Did I not hit control? I didn't hit control. And this will be a lot easier in the future once it's on the base, so don't worry about this. Control. Okay. Hit go on the thrusters. And go on the camera. It does move forward, but it's not auto targeting. So, uh-oh, we got a problem here. About to crash it. Okay.
Fuel critical.
Auto targeting didn't take over, so, but we didn't AI enable it, and we didn't have a button for AI enabled. Whoops. Let's pull up another one. Okay. Set him down gently. Okay, set him down gently. Right about there. Alright, let's find our control panel right here. We'll edit it and then we'll delete the blueprint and make it again. Just so we have a good... Okay. Right. Let's after it's flying, so we will have AI flight right here. AI behavior on or off. That's what does it. Okay, triggering that. You know, we could do that automatically. We could trigger AI on automatically. Maybe this is nice. Maybe having the manual option is nice. I don't know. It is a waste of components at that point. Let's go ahead and save that like that just real quick.
Fuel critical.
Just so we have it. Again, I'm a stickler for having my blueprints. Okay, there we go. I've made too many mistakes on things and try to have my blueprints all in order. That way I don't mess them up in the future. Okay, here we go. We're going to remote control this thing. And turn on the thrust, turn on the camera. Get up in the air. Okay, we're going to enable once we're up in the air. Enabling autopilot. What's it doing? It is going to crash. Where is it?
Fuel critical.
Seriously. What? Right. We gotta look at what we did here. So, let's, hey! How are you? Porta. Nice to see you. I'm trying to figure out missiles right now. Trying to figure out these and come up with something interesting in terms of results. Well, I gotta figure out what I did here with the AI. So I'm just working on that. Oh, wait a second. So on the bar, I have AI flight, not AI offensive combat is on. AI flight. Okay. Alright, so if I turn these thrusters on, bear with me here. Let me just turn these on. We are to fly this. And I enable. Yeah, it targets it automatically. Okay.
Fuel critical.
Yeah. He missed. It blew up. It missed and it blew up. Okay, but that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. Now I know what I'm doing. So they're AI missiles and not RC-1. They are. They're kind of both. Kind of both. So I'm working on a new, it's kind of like a hybrid design. Okay, I'm going to pull up my camera since I'm talking to chat now. Hey! All right. So this one, it needs help. Okay, big time help. I got to redesign it. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do it. So just bear with me for a minute. All right. So what we need from this guy is on our AI blocks, the AI behavior for flight needs to be on. Combat is on. Oh no, AI behavior for combat is not on. Okay. So we'll turn the AI behavior on this on default. It's locked. That way it's just locked as soon as we fire it. What do they propose with the merge down underneath of it? It's going to just destroy it. It's just there to build. That's all that it's there for. It'll end up destroying it. It's just to make it easier to build the missile. So, okay, so I'm trying to make these things as cheap as possible too. We've got that. We gotta access it in the remote control. Let's just do that real quick. We gotta change our bar. So, oh, AI flight is on here. Okay, hang on. Let me save this design. Let's replace our old one. Yes. Okay. We're just gonna. I'm just keeping this design, just so I have it. Okay. Let's fire this. The thruster orientation is not right. So, pay no attention to what happens because it's gonna totally fail. I'm aware of it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna fail, but we'll give it a shot. All right. So here we go. We're gonna let this thing do its thing. We're gonna watch from the camera for a little bit, and then we'll flip back to this. Okay. We just want to see it. We want to see it do its stuff. Okay. So we're gonna turn the thrusters on. And you know what? I'm gonna let it do AI flight right from the get-go. And just see if it can take off and do it, because I don't think it can. I don't think it has enough thrust on the gravity side. Here we go. Oh, it's figuring it out. Oh, it doesn't have enough thrust. It doesn't have enough thrust. But if we manually get it going, all right, if we manually do it, if we manually help it get up there. Poor little missile. I know, I'm being really cheap on these, okay? being really cheap. We're going to take a look at the power constraints and everything too, because it's at 11% just sitting here. 36 just sitting here now on the ground. Get it up in the air. 50%. That's not bad. And it can run for 20 minutes like this, okay? Let's get it out a little ways. Okay, we're going to turn it. Oh boy. It does not like turning around. You can see it's smoking because it blew off the... Yeah, see, there's not enough thruster to keep it up in the air. We got to fix it. So we're going to redesign it. So let's take
Fuel critical.
our design. We're going to put it back down here. I need a landing gear. Don't be hating. Don't be hating, chat. We'll figure this out. We will do it together. Okay, we'll build it right here. Because why not? It's not gonna sit down there, is it? Oh yeah, well. Alright, let me show you how you do this. Control X right where you want to, right where the point where you want to drop it is. Okay. Then when we point at this, it's gonna drop it right on it. It should. There. That's how you fix it. That's how a pro space engineer fixes things. Write that down. Okay. So the thrusters are all in this bottom row. Okay. This side right here is the bottom side. The side with the antenna is the top. Maybe getting it like a javelin, letting it go way up and then searching it. Yeah. We could do it that way. You're saying let it go up. Let it, so maybe there's a sequence here. Maybe it goes up to 2,000 meters above the ground. Okay, so maybe the altitude, maybe you have it go up to 2,000, then start its search and then drop. Okay, you know what? Let's fire one more. Let's test it. Okay, we'll manually try it first. Okay, let's. I'm just gonna get rid of this guy for right now. Here we go. That's a good idea. I like it. So we might have to add another event controller. You got to think about it. But that's fine. So say we get it going straight up in the air. It would also have the benefit most ships are designed to be more sturdy on the downside. Okay. That's a good point. All right, let's get it up in the air then. Here we go. We're gonna go up. I don't think it's gonna get to 2,000. Might. It's picking up pretty well. Okay. As soon as it gets to 2,000, I'm hitting the targeting button, and we'll let it do its thing. Okay. Here we go. 2,000. Targeting. Oh my gosh. It found the target. Oh. It's locked off. It's off. It unlocked itself. You'll see as soon as it falls back into that 2,500, it's going to snap back to it. Should snap right back to it. There it is. Oh, it's on. It's going to hit. Let's watch this from our little platform.
Fuel critical.
Oh my gosh. That's pretty devastating. Wow. Geez. That's how we do it. Okay. We want to make a javelin style. Okay. I could do that. Now, the only problem is it still doesn't have enough thrust to fly vertically. Okay. So we got to figure that out. Rip to the UPS. I know, right? We're gonna make a new one, just so we can keep having ships to target. All right, we'll keep spitting them out here. And then I have to have this owned by, UPS has got to be owned by somebody else. I can take care of that myself though, right? I can take care of that from here. Thought I could do that. One second. Oh my gosh, we got a lot of UPSs. It's not that one. Let's remove some of these. Done a lot. There's been a lot of trials, okay? There's been a lot of different trials on things. No, that's in space. There it is, right here. Okay. Can't I just change owner from here? No, I can't. Fell back to the ground. That's the reason Javelin doing what it does. Tanks are well armored from the sides, not really from the top. Think of it as Javelin alike, it'll be alright with the thrust it has. I think the problem is once it gets up to the 2000, then it starts going forward. I think that's going to have a problem. The other thing is that it's still, you have to manually fly this wherever you want it to go, because targeting can't work past 2,500 meters. So you still have to do stuff. Right, I put this little handy panel right here on this thing. Just so we could do this. Good old space pirates. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Come again. As long as its incline is larger than a -1, it has a somewhat... Yeah, okay. Well, here's what we'll do. Let's get far away. We're going to take the missile far away. We're going to just try it, like, we're going to fly it out there first, out this way. And then we'll try and fly it back at 2,000 meters and see if it'll still do it. I don't think it's going to work out too well. It's a UPS, isn't it? Yeah, I got it. I think we got to redesign the thrusters, but it's a pretty big, it's a pretty big explosion. We got some promising results so far. One second. You got to be close no matter what if you want it full auto. Okay, so hold on. Before we do this,
Critical.
Instead of moving the missile back, let's just move the UPS back, okay? How do I get to the... Where's my UPS? Oh, I'm underneath the planet. Hold on. We will just pilot this thing. Here we go, that'll work. Really? I didn't give myself... Okay. Don't target me. Alright. We're gonna go out this way. A little ways. $1K, $2K. We'll say 4K is on the server. A 4K is a pretty good distance, right? We'll go 4K. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll let him slow down.
Fuel critical.
Get me back out of here. Back to my little base here. There we go. Oh. You gotta be quite close no matter what if you want it to be full auto. 5K is parallax. Okay. So the UPS, you can still see it, that little speck way off in the distance. We're gonna get it up to 2,000, then we'll turn on targeting. We'll see what, I mean, targeting isn't gonna do anything until 2,500. So we're going to have to manually point it that direction. Let's do it. So, go, roll, and thrusters are on. Get it up in the air. Like aligning the bar the right way. We're going to go up past 2,000, and we will turn it manually and point. $2,000. So now we're going to point at it. It's somewhere over here. I see it. It's right here in this dark spot. Right here. See it? Okay, that was just the merge block blowing up. No problem. We're going to let this take over. Autopilot is enabled. It can't do it. Oh, it's trying. It's trying. See? Not enough thrust. Can you set it? Yeah, we can set up anything like that. Absolutely. We can automate it with timers, with whatever.
Critical.
So let's take our base, okay? We're gonna have to drop this and then make another one real quick. Hang on a second, okay? And let's drop this way. Okay, now let's I'm gonna build a little bit more platform here. Just give me a second. Okay, put a landing gear down. Not you. Yes. No. Yes. No. just do it. Good thing. Okay. All right. It's good enough. It's not centered. That's good enough though. All right. Oh, Sabaz. Hello. How are you? Small grid thrusters don't need licenses. Nope. Not on the server right now. They don't. That's a dedicated server thing, FYI. If anybody was wondering. We are building missiles tonight, Sabaz. Trying to anyway. Okay, so we need thrusters on this bottom side, okay? We didn't, I mean, it barely lifted off. There's a warhead right there. There is a thruster right there. How are we going to do this? Flies using, let's just think about this. It flies towards something using forward. Yeah, it's got to be that way. I was going to say we could just change the orientation so it flies at it goofy. You're going to hop on and get designing. Okay. I don't know. I'm not really sure, man. I'm not really sure here what the answer is. What do I got up here? Oh, that's my event controllers. Gyro. We kind of need that stuff. We're going to have to redesign the missile. So let's go for design number 2. It's, one moment, please. I'm taking this off because I already got my merge block on. So, actually, you know what? It'll just be faster. It'll just be easier. These little stinkers. Look what I did. I made all this mess. Unbelievable. Was on my mind earlier today. Catch the stream slip, time slip out. Dude, I was watching the game. You didn't miss anything. I've only been on for 30 minutes. Not even real. So you didn't miss much. God. Hey, I cannot believe those stinking... I'm so... It's frustrating. It's frustrating watching those games, man. It really is. Alright, so... 3x3 grid. What I'm thinking we're gonna do... Save room. Yeah, yeah, awesome. I'll be here. It's gonna be another what? Because the next game is Wednesday. My Wednesday stream is gonna be delayed too. Man, what a bummer. But I'll try to be here. I'll try to be here on time, but man, they don't start playing the games till 8:30 at night. That's what sucks about living on the East Coast, you know? Okay. Large thruster. No, not that large thruster. This guy. That's gonna be our lift. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. We just need to design it a little bit more. Not to worry. We can do this. Right. Turns hasn't done before.
Fuel critical.
If we go like that. Oh, we gotta go up one though. Yeah, well, you know what? We'll angle it back this way to give it like a fin. Okay, large thruster is gonna go right here. Yep. Rip to that merge block. Is having pertam thrust issues? Wait, is it having pertam thrust issues or earth thrust issues? Yeah, well, this is earth. Remember, like, to use them on pertam is 1.2 gravity, 20% more. That's a lot. So yeah, can't squeeze them in there. Oh no, because it takes up that space. That sucks. All right, thrusters. I gotta think about how I want to do this. Let me turn off mirroring for a second. A co-pilot's something else? Oh yeah, dude. It's pretty funny. Yeah. You know what? We're gonna do them just like this. We just need to do these thingies right here too. Let's mirror that out real quick, and then trying to not over-engineer this thinking thing, because what seems like always happens with my missile designs, and then they get too expensive. You got to keep it cheap, right? These things are not really costly. There you go. I'm at a loss for words right now. Okay. So let's call this side the bottom, okay? So to keep it up in the air, we got that one large... Man, dude, we don't need this much thrust to go up. We need it to go along. It's a waste. It's a huge waste. So we're gonna do 4 thrusters. 4 thrusters this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna keep it the same cheapness as we had it last time. Let's get rid of all these shenanigans. Hang on a second. Hold on, chat. I'm working on something here. I'm working here. Turn on mirror mode. Okay. Back to basics. It's gonna be like this. Wait, it's got to be like that. So we need a battery in the middle. One battery in the middle. And that's the other thing too. We're gonna try and optimize the batteries so that we're like using 100%. We don't need some crazy 20-minute flight time. I don't know, maybe you do. 20 minutes, like think about it, at 250 meters a second is what our speed is. 20 minutes, we'd be 50K away. Well, yeah, it's a lot of range. So, anyway, we're not going to go overboard. I don't know why I'm so lost for words tonight. All right, so here we go. We got to do 4 lift. We know we need 4 lift, and then we need. I'm not going to mirror this side. We need 4 on the bottom. We're going to call this side bottom. So let's do 1, 2. We're going to do them all at the back, okay? Great. I'm dropping thrusters all over the place now. Sorry, I have jetpacks turned off on my mod to test, so I can test with the speed, and didn't think anything of it. Okay, so 4 and 4. Now we need the batteries to compensate for that. I think we did 8 last time. There's 2, 7. Okay, we're gonna stuff the gyro right in the middle. Remember that this is the bottom.
Fuel critical.
Put the gyro right here. He should hold. Everything here is locked onto everything else. The gyro is kind of a weak point because it's only got the one side. So you gotta try and have sealable stuff around it. We're gonna do, for this first one, we're gonna do 2 event controllers. We're not gonna armor this up right away. And then we gotta get into that AI flight controller stuff. So, our warheads. Oops. We gotta have those too. We're gonna do 4 warheads. And we're gonna do them at the... let's do them on the... We'll do 1 on the bottom. 2 on the sides. 1 on the top. And our AI flying blocks are going to go right here in the middle. Okay, now this is kind of where it gets a little bit important, because you get this wrong, you really got it wrong. Okay, so we need, this guy has orientation. It's really hard to see. You can see there's an R on it. That's the right side. That's the front. So he's going like this, because this is the bottom, that's the top. He's going to set in there like this. And then we need an AI combat block, which doesn't have orientation. Oh, wait, where is it? Was that AI flight? Oh, it's called offensive. This guy doesn't have sides. You just pick it and do it. It does have an arrow there. Not a big deal. Opened up my single player creative the other day. I had trouble remembering the keybinds. Dude, yeah. I feel like they low-key changed the paint. But then I picked it up right away and I was just, okay, whatever, you know, it came back to me. So we also need a remote control block. And then he's got to face the right direction, of course. Yeah, like that. And then we're not going to put the camera on top of it. We are going to put something else there. I totally forgot what I was putting there. I'm trying to protect that. Maybe we'll just put an armor block there. Camera is gonna go here somewhere. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if 7 batteries is enough or not. I guess we'll find out. We'll leave this empty, and we're not gonna. It's gonna be bare bones right now, and we'll armor it up later. So, but here would be camera, and then up here, I normally do a piece of glass in front of it. Okay, a window, just like that, just to protect it so that doesn't get shot out. And that's our basic missile. We got a gyro. Oh, we don't have the antenna. So the antenna's got to get stuck on. If we do it on the top, we'll do it right up here. Wait a minute. Wait. We're missing a thruster. We didn't do a top side thruster. Oh, we didn't do a front side thruster either. Here you go. That's what was supposed to go on the middle. The front side thruster. Fancy. You started a truck frame, you added front wheels, took 2 hours. Yeah, welcome to Space Engineers, right? Jeez. This was supposed to be a thruster, so I'm going to change this and make that a thruster. We still have our... No, we don't. We don't have laterals either. How did I mess that up? Oh, no, I did. Wait. No, we don't. We don't have left and right. All right. So we will have to make a modification here, and that's fine. Let's go ahead and take care of that. Okay. We gotta have the default pack have thrusters on it. Instead of the gyro, we're gonna move that because he's the odd guy. We're gonna leave him till last, and it can take more damage. So if we put it towards the front, so we gotta get batteries. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 batteries. I don't think 5 is enough. I really don't. We'll go with our design on the warheads again. That's 6 batteries. It's pretty slim. And then we're gonna do 4 warheads, just like last time. And then we're gonna move on to the other stuff, okay? So we need white block. I like them to be in the center, just for precision. I don't know if it makes a difference. I think it does, actually. So AI flight. This is the front. That's the right. Top. He's definitely on the right way. Offensive. No direction. Then we're going to do our remote block. And the last, the thrusters. Wherever you are. Okay. A little bit taller than the last missile. Let's put a camera on here. I'm just going to put a block in here so we can put the camera on. Put a block right there. Slap the camera on there. Actually, you know, yeah. I'm leaving it this way. I would use the top side camera, but it can't stay, so it doesn't matter. Where'd my other windows go? Oh, right here. And the gyroscope. I'll put the gyroscope right here. If I can find it. There we go. That is everything on that guy. Okay. So I'm just going to I'm just going to copy that design real quick, okay? We didn't put the antenna on. We'll put the antenna on. Right. Oh, it's going to melt the thing before we even get done. They didn't turn the thrusters off. One moment, please. We've got more work to do. Gotta put a control panel on it. Here's my button panels. Go. Let's put one right here. This is the bottom. We're just gonna turn the thrust off. Let me create a group. We'll get there. We're gonna get this. Turn those off real quick. Those are happy. What else are we gonna need to group? We're gonna need the batteries grouped at some point. I'll just do it right now. Okay, those are grouped together. The warheads need a group. Okay, and then I think that's it. So this guy doesn't have AI. We got to program it real quick, and then we're gonna send him on his way. But let's get these batteries. Let's get these batteries topped up. Okay, so put a reactor on it real quick. If we slap a reactor on it, and then probably have some in my inventory. Yeah, there we go. That'll charge up the batteries real fast. 13 minutes. Not real fast, but by the time we get it programmed, we'll be good to go. Okay, we're gonna call this test 2506 V2. All right, we need to program it. Let's do it. So if we put a timer block on it, so Torta has a really good idea with a javelin type of setup, right? We put a timer block on it, which it's only a couple of computers. It's not really expensive.
Fuel critical.
All right, we slap one timer block on it. What we could do here, let's just call it timer missile launch. Now we'll save that for later. Let's get the basics out of the way first. But we're gonna save that. See, I like that idea. It's pretty brilliant. We're talking about having the missile launch itself using a certain amount of thrust, and then you can take over and control it from there. So okay. Event controllers, they need to be set to, if we're, the distance to lock target is less than 2,500 meters on this block, then we want to turn AI flight on automatically. Okay. So that's going to kick that in automatically. On number 2 is we will set the warheads to armed after 1,000 meters when it's less than 1,000 meters. So distance to lock target. Once we are at 1,000 meters, then we are going to take our warheads and arm them.
Energy low.
We'll say to abort it, you drive away. Fly away, I should say, and it'll disarm them. That's fine. Now, that part's done. We do need to go into each of these, though, and we got to give it some behaviors. So, defensive behavior needs to be on by default. We are targeting, we're going to say we want to target the largest grid, not the closest. Our search interval is going to be 5 seconds. Not too crazy. And I'm choosing power systems because I think targeting power systems gives us most chance that you're going for the inside of the grid, right? You're going because who's going to put batteries on the outside of a ship? Who's going to put batteries on the outside of, you know what I'm saying? I think it's ideal that you'd want to target power systems. If you disagree, let me know. And target prediction, guidance type is target prediction, so it can follow a ship and try and hit it off. And attack pin is intercept, because we just want to try and ram into it. The flight block needs its own specific stuff. 250 meters a second, that's not vanilla. Minimum altitude, we're going to say, is just 1. Just don't crash into the ground. You hate Erdurum more and more? Erdurum? You want folks to watch your vids. Are they... Yes, what? Yes. Are they bad? Are they boring, Savas? Let me know. Let me know what I can do. Okay, if you got any pointers, you just say so. That's not what I'm saying. You want folks to watch you. What? You lost me, buddy. You lost me. All right. Pitch angle, 90 degree. Roll angle, yeah. It really shouldn't. Yeah, 45. Keep it at 45. It doesn't have enough thrusters on the sides, man. You know, it should be more like 25. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I should be putting this in front. That way it can all be searched the right way. I'm wondering if it help you if you put the title like Space Engineers Let's Build Missile. Probably, dude. You're probably right. Let's find out. Oh, and he's got, look, he's got the proper punctuation and everything. Okay, I'm sorry. 1 second. Are you happy now? Why won't my camera come back? Come on. All right, there you go. I wonder if it would help. Okay, I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. When they try to look up ideas like this, then it comes up. Okay, yes, I agree. We'll see if it works. And if it works, then I'm gonna do you one of these. Now that button doesn't do anything. And you'll get one of these.
Nope.
Okay. I gotta go back and fix all my buttons. Geez. So we're good. We got thrusters, we've got a camera. We don't have an antenna. Antenna goes here. Wherever you are. We're gonna use the fancy parabolic antenna. Right? Yeah, I like it like that. That's good stuff. Wait a second. Oh, I'm confused here.
Energy critical.
This is the top. That's the side. He just put the antenna on the side. Okay, hold on. Chat. I want to hear it. All right. That's the bottom. I know this missile has a face only the creator could love, and that's me. So I know that this is the bottom side, and I know that this is the top side, and this is the right, and this is the left. Okay, write that down. Orientation is important, I promise you. Uh, Jerome is a Wi-Fi network. Oh, in uni. Okay. It's for who signed up for it. Okay. Before this semester, never had issues at all. Since this semester, straight up hell. Sucks. Sorry to hear that. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it. We did the event controllers. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's see how full the batteries are. Probably not full, but yeah, that's fine. It's good enough. Get rid of this puppy. Give me my uranium back. Alright, so here's how this works. We have the thrusters off. We got to take this off of it. Okay, I'm just going to control C it just in case things go wrong here. We're going to delete that. Let's go ahead and move it. And move it over here. Okay, this one. This is going to be our test example. We're just going to shut him off for right now. The battery's off. And that guy should be ready to go. The antenna. We didn't set up the antenna distance. We're going to set it all the way up to 50. Let's go ahead and make our updated version of this. 2506. This is called the V2. I think the name is still in it. It is. Let's go ahead and blueprint it. Cannot blow up your hard work. Make sure you save it. Okay, write that down. Super important. Ask me how I know. Because I've blown up plenty of these without saving them. Alright. So, oh. I shouldn't have blueprinted it yet because we haven't set up the remote control. Alright, so we're going to call this, hold on. Missile remote control. And I like it to be at the top, so I'm going to put an underscore in front of it. Okay. It's going to be our main control. And it's going to have a camera assigned. And one way. Speed limit is 250. That should be set up. We're going to make the text say boom on the antenna. I think that's it. I think that's it for right now. But I gotta go, hold on. 1 second, chat. 1 second. Cannot forget this super important step. Blueprinting. Super important. You had a bottle of cola in your suitcase coming home from your parents. It formed a small hole, flooding my entire suitcase with cola. Oh. Flooding my suitcase with cola. Wrecked my external keyboard in the process. Soaked my fresh laundry. Doesn't that suck? Calling a rocket V2 is kind of sus. Really? Well, it'll get a final name like Stingray or the, I don't know what it looks like right now. Eiffel Tower. Savas says, it sounds more sticky than sad. When you get your, I know how that is, getting your laundry. I bet your mom does your laundry. Because I miss those days, right? Everybody misses those days. Yeah, I feel your pain, buddy. Alright, so we've got to assign our buttons, and dang it. Okay, I'm lost. I lost myself. 1 second. We gotta go into missile. We gotta go into our antenna, control it, and we gotta set up our hotbar. And then we'll go back and resave. Shut up, Chad. I don't want to hear it. So we're going to put a Missile battery recharge on off right here. Okay. And then we're going to have thrusters on and off right here. And we also need... I don't think we need the AI flight controls at all. I think it's set up. I think we just need the camera. Let's go ahead and
Fuel.
third time's the charm, okay? Wait, wait. Yeah, that's the new one. Okay. This is like the V16. We're good to go. So now when we go and access this thing, the buttons and everything are going to be set up for us. That's how we want it to be when we're welding it, you know, in here. Oh, and I just killed it. I put the batteries to recharge. Chat. I don't want to hear it. V2 was a prototype rocket from Germany between 1939 and 45. Oh, okay. It was a remote-controlled airplane filled with explosive. It was one of the first programmable ballistic missiles. Wow. Okay, so you're saying that this is gonna work. That's what I'm hearing. This is gonna be a successful test. How could it not be? With a name like V2. Let's do this thing. Let's see what happens. I really feel like we need our AI flight. The AI on off. Move is off. And the offensive is on. So as soon as we should come into range, what should happen is this should kick on automatically. But we still have to manually fly it there, okay? So we're gonna try our javelin type approach. Okay, we're gonna go up to 2,000 meters, and we're gonna fly towards our target. Oh, it flies pretty quick. It's using almost all of the battery. Okay. We are at 15, 16, 17, and let's flatten it out. Let's try and locate the UPS truck. It's over here somewhere. There it is, right there. Okay, we're just gonna try and get it. Point where the ship can take over. It's gonna take over in about 800 meters. That was the merge block blowing off the back. And it's not taking over. I'm gonna hit manually turn it on. We've got some sort of programming error. It missed? I should have stayed on it. It totally just missed.
Critical.
I don't know what happened. Okay, let's pull out another one. Okay, so we got a couple of problems. Targeting didn't kick. So there's some sort of issue there. Build many, make our forefathers proud. Sure, it's first world problems. Even then, those are first world problems. It's still annoying as heck. I get you. You're talking about the Coke. Okay, about the cola, I should say, not Coke. All right. Where are we at? Event controllers. So what did we do wrong here? We're locked onto target. 2,500 meters, less than 2,500 meters. The action is to take... AI offensive should be turned on, and it is. And it's searching for enemies. So, what should have happened here is once the distance is less than 2,500, AI flight, AI behavior, it was supposed to turn on. And that didn't happen. So why? Why? And then our second event controller is, hey, when it's less than 1,000, just turn on the warheads. That's all we have configured right now. Yeah, Savas is completely, he's one of them jokesters. I can vouch for that. Okay, here we go. So, I haven't changed anything, and I feel like nothing's going to change here. Event controller 1 is supposed to turn on flight. AI behavior. What if I just do a toggle? No, I want to do on. When it's off, okay. AI flight. Okay. Maybe that'll do it. Just giving it the yes no type of situation, you know, true false. Maybe that'll do it. Let's just give it a shot. We're gonna send it. Do it. More we need more explosions. Explosions haven't happened in a good minute. You know we need more. Let's get it up in the air. It actually moves pretty well. I'm not going to go all the way up. It does hit 100% of the battery. It's not kicking itself in yet. It's not taking over, you see? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, it's snapped on. Let's just follow this one in. I don't know. Needs more thrust. More often or not, they are expensive. Yep. I get you. We all get you. We all feel, yes. Okay. It can't maneuver very well. Well, how do we deal with that? Like, once it took forever to, well, it didn't snap. I think we have to, I think we have to put that on by default, right? Like, we're just gonna have to turn that on. Collision avoidance. Well, this block overrides collision avoidance. Right there. So, but, oh geez, I don't know. Is it because I limited the roll angle? I don't think it's going to help, but we can try. Let's send up another one. Keep setting them up. At some point, we're going to hit this thing. I'm going to get my spectator camera over here where we can see if it explodes or not, or what happens, okay? Try and make this a little bit more a little bit more feisty. Where are these even going? They got to be going down here somewhere and blowing up, but I don't see any pits. Well, it all does kind of look the same, doesn't it? Oh, wait. Oh, that's a rock. Got to be hitting somewhere. Let's take a look at it from this angle here. We'll see if we can see. We'll save that there. So we can just switch right back here and just watch that come in and take it out. Okay. Is that enemy one of the new additions? Never seen such a small atmospheric flying enemy craft before. A small? It's that's my UPS truck. It's yeah. That's my baby. That's it's been in my arsenal for a long time. A really long time. All right. Wait, why are we not... What is going on? Oh, autopilot is turned on. Seriously? It doesn't have a target. Oh, okay, well, hang on. Let's go reset it.
Critical.
A moment, please. Hopefully that didn't hurt it. Let's just set it upright again. The lovely thing about these missiles is they're pretty resilient to falling over. Okay. This is a lot of work to test missiles, man. Let me tell you. Look at that baby go! Whoa! Okay. Oriented. Oh, it's not orienting to gravity. Okay, whatever. Where's our targets? This way, somewhere. There it is. We're gonna have him fly in from the side this time. Okay, let's turn our AI behavior should be turned on, right? No, that enables autopilot. Like, I can't do that. We gotta go back and look at the other missile, because that's not right. Oh, it said did a thruster fall off? We're gonna blow this bad boy up. See if we can hit it. If us humans are good enough to hit it. Nope. Us humans are not good enough to hit it. It just went, okay, whatever.
Fuel critical.
Hold on. It was complaining about a thruster being thruster missing, so I think it did take damage. It's got to have one per side, otherwise it can't work. You made like 3 or 4 updated well, I'm trying to get one good one. Just one good one is all I want. Okay. So let's let me pull out the old one, okay? We got to look at the event controllers on this guy. Where is the control panel? Let's try and figure this out. So, event controller. This is the 2000 meter. And it's, oh, that's just arming warheads. So, distances to lock target, da 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 da. Oh no, we're manually turning it on though. Right? Attack enemies. Largest. AI behavior is turned on this. It should just take over then. Like, this doesn't need to be on. That's kind of what I'm reading. That's how I'm reading it anyway. Okay. Let's go mess. Let's go mess with that thing. So, what it sounds like is that guy should be off. And that we don't want to change. This guy, attack enemies, largest 5 seconds, power systems. We don't want to turn that AI on. We're not going to do that. Let's just take that out of there and see if that fixes it. Explosive barrels and warheads have the same explosive power. I know. They have different, I think they have different resources needed, right? The other thing is like explosive barrels, you could just drop. So you could create like a napalm thing. Yeah. Anyway, I know where I'm going with this. Very explodey thing. You can make a very explodey thing. Alright. Test number 2005. Let's just see if it'll take over. It hasn't snapped yet. It's not snapping. You see, it's not kicking, man. It has no active move type block. Ooh. That won't kick it on like that? So the AI behavior does have to be turned on? But what happens when it's out of range? You see, like, we're out of range right now. It's not going to fly. Like, I still have to be able to manually fly it. So I think the only answer is that you have to have an on-off switch. I think you're going to have to manually point it at something. Once you know you're in range, you'll see it's going to... should snap. Oh, maybe not. We just have to turn it on. Yeah. And it'll lock it. And now, it should be wanting to go for it. Will it hit? All right. You could rename the stream to committing war crimes. Let's get up in the air. Let's try going straight down at it. I don't know. It doesn't have enough thrust on the sides. It needs more. I was just trying to make it as cheap as I could, and apparently it's snapped on, but you see it doesn't have enough to steer out of it. It's gonna crash, isn't it? Maybe not. It might save itself. And it broke. It broke the target distance. We need more thrusters. That's the only answer. Like, look how much I have to counter to get this thing to go that way, the way that we want it to. And we're still gonna miss. Nah, the answer is clear. Let's let this one go back to its own doom here. Let this thing fly into a wall. A boom. Okay.
Fuel Critical.
It needs more thrusters. It can't maneuver. I think it might be time for the V3. Honestly, this one did better. How much does this one weigh? We gotta turn the batteries back on to be able to tell. Let's take a look here real quick. They weigh about the same. This actually is heavier. This is a heavier missile. So the other one should perform better. Okay. Well, that sucks. Yeah, we need more thrusters. Not much else to say. Turn this guy off. I didn't turn him back off. Okay. Any bright ideas here? I just add another 4. I'm not gonna worry about the cosmetics. Let's do. So we'll add 4 batteries. Actually. Do I have mirroring on? Okay. Added 3 batteries. Whatever. I'm just gonna put the thrusters wherever for right now, okay? Just to see if we can make it better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, where is control panel? Thrusters, let's group all of them together. And then, batteries. The thing that sucks is some of these batteries are going to be drained. V stands for Virgil tongue. Well, this is not a proper ballistic missile. Not yet. That's what we're trying to work on. We're trying to make it a proper one. Okay, the V2. Let's go and hit control. We're gonna have our AI flight button again on off, just to see if we can catch it this time. And let's get him going. Oh, I just turned AI on. Okay. We're gonna level him out right away. He's facing the wrong way? Wait. Oh, this looks different in the daytime. There's our target. Get moving at it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn AI on right about now. And you'll see it snap as soon as it gets in range, and it's just gonna take over. We'll see if it can steer into it. And there it is. There's a merge block blowing off. Here it comes. I wanted to see that. Why did we get kicked out of that view? Alright. Took out a good chunk of it. Not bad. Quarter of the ship is missing. Didn't damage any thrusters though, but you can see it went exactly for the battery pack. Let's just see if we can. I want it to be able to do more than that. I didn't blueprint that one with the thrusters, did I? Dang it. See? Not listening to my own stuff. 3 batteries. We're gonna add some thrusters. Wherever they are, somewhere here. I'm not worried about where they are right now because we're going to change them. We'll put them in there at some point somewhere. The guy can't go there. He can go right there, though. Well, that site doesn't need him. You got 4 already. Get out of here. Okay. We're gonna blueprint this one this time. If I can find the control panel. So let's save everything. The battery is... Again. Save the batteries. Save the thrust. Okay. We're happy. We're good. Shall we save it like that? I think so. Get rid of this guy. I wish I could help, dude. I wish. Give me your ideas here. Super cheap. We're trying to make this thing as inexpensive as possible. Maybe the AI stuff just needs to go. What are your thoughts there, Torta? Do we get rid of the AI stuff? Save weight? Did I blueprint? I did. I blueprinted this. We're good to go. Let's go fly it. We didn't change the menu, but that's fine. Let's just try it one more time. From above. We'll do death from above this time. Control. Here we go. Takes off pretty great. We're gonna go all the way up to 2,000. Oh, I didn't put my move button down there on the bar. Let me put my move button down there on the bar. Back up to speed. Going up to 2,000 meters. We're gonna try it javelin style. There goes the merge block. Blew off on the back. Straighten out. Find our target. I'll slow down just a smidge. We're gonna turn on the detection and see if it hasn't snapped yet. There it is. It's locked on now. Oh. Oh, dude, we were totally facing the wrong way. That wasn't as big as of an explosion as I was kind of hoping, but we also don't have the explosions enabled. We have the warheads arming, but they aren't. We don't have them set to detonate in case. And I think we need to set that. So we're going to try one more.
Fuel critical.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one. It's okay. It's not the best. This thing blew a dang hole in the entire ship. This one hasn't done that yet. So, wait, this is the not thruster version. Hold on a second. Let's get the actual right one. Dude, no, you telling me I did not blueprint it again? Oh god, I just set us back a huge bigly amount. No, I didn't. There's still one over here. I always have a backup. Always have a backup, chat. Always have a backup. The detonation thing's your main issue. Okay, so how we're gonna... Okay. How we are going to address that is... let's put some batteries on here again. Shut up, chat. I want to hear it. Once you have a proper keyboard, a non-cola soaked keyboard, We gotta put our thrusters on. Just let me grin and bear it for a second. That side's got thrusters. We just need one right here. One right here. Okay. There we go. Happy times. Thrusters are on it. Where's my control panel? Oh, there it is. Hiding out down here. Batteries. Let's group these together. Thrusters. Okay. Life's good. We're going to set our event controllers up for the detonation instead. So how I'm going to do this, the warheads, change the detonation time down to 2.5 seconds. Okay. I don't know if it does halves. It does. Okay. And we're going to set event controller 2. Once, just a second, event controller 1, once it's 2500, this is basically pointless because it does nothing. Behavior on and off. That should be doing it. That right there should be taking over. Like, we shouldn't have to manually do this. I'll figure out what that is. Anyway, so we're going to remove this. We're going to say that this arms our warheads. Wait, on. And then if you go outside of the range, just as a fail, you never know. In case you pointed at something that you don't really want to blast into smithereens. Distance to lock target, we're going to say 500. And then the action is going to be, remove these, okay? The action for this is going to be start the countdown. There's not going to be a cancel once the countdown starts. It's just going to blow them up. And that will guarantee some sort of explosion. Okay. No, I want to blueprint. There we go. Life's good. We have a blueprint of it. Let's go. This is the one. I can feel it. Wait, where's my remote controller? Is it not even named? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm not gonna name it. Let's go. The button, the hot bar is not created. It's fine. I'm not saving this. We're not gonna worry about those. The AI, I already know the AI is not gonna turn on its own, so I'm just gonna add it. Okay. Here we go. Please. Wait, some batteries turned on and some didn't. What happened? We had to turn them all off. They were desynced. It happens. Now they're all synced up. No big deal. Here's my remote control. Let's go. Oh, we don't have a camera view button. Okay. Oh, wrong button. All right. Up to speed, kind of. Going slow. Get up to 2,000. This is the one. Can you feel it? That's 1,000. You gotta get up more. There's the merge block blowing off. Lightening the load a little bit. There's our target. and aim him in the general direction of where we're headed. Put on our AI block, it'll snap into place here in a second. Watch for it. Here it comes. That was a good one. That was good. I dig it. It didn't take out any thrusters. Actually, some of these batteries are still working. When you hit escape, it opens Task Manager, always activates and deactivates caps lock. Isn't that nice? It's just trying to help you out. Okay, I'm happy with it as it is for the moment.
Fuel.
I'm happy with calling that a missile version 1, okay? So what that entails is it possible to sync 3 of them to hit one after the other? You know what? We didn't get to our timer block yet, did we? So let's bust this thing out real quick. Let's get the most current one, because we got to go and update some things too. We also need armor plating on it, otherwise it's going to last about a second. The batteries are desynced on this one. You can see some of them are green, some of them aren't. Let's just on, off, on a couple of times. Fix that. Okay, actually, the way it should be in the blueprint is it should be on and it should be on recharge. But we'll worry about that when we make our final one. So what we're gonna do, so we only have one missile silo, okay? We can only build one of these at a time. Like if we had 3 missile silos where we could build these, maybe we could. What we will do, we might be able to have a follow on like another one. You know what I mean? But we do have more to do with this. So what we were talking about was get it up in the air first, okay? So your start sequence, let's just call, we have this timer that we put on here called missile launch, okay? We're gonna delay it just 2 seconds. Let's not do a delay at all. All right. Okay. Well, whatever. So let's say this action runs. What do we want this to do? We're going to, if the batteries are on recharge, we're going to turn the recharge off. We are going to turn thrusters on. Oh, but how do we get it to do the thrust override? Okay, we got to make a thrust group. So to do the thrusters, let's get to the remote control. Hold on. We gotta name things right too. I try and name everything so when you're trying to figure all this stuff out, it's already done for you. You know what I mean? Okay. Missile camera. Alright, so with the thrusters... One second. He needs an underscore in his name. Hold on. I know a battle cruiser in the workshop has 5 silos you can lock on from the bridge. Fire all 5 of them at once. What? Yeah, that would be some damage. And these are small. These are small grid warheads, so they're not really. It's pesky. To a large grid, it's nothing, right? But we're trying to stay cheap over here. Okay, so back to it. Let me get naming these things. We can't turn the remote control on because the batteries are not on. On. Oh, my antenna's not on. Okay, that makes sense. Hold on. Where did my remote control go? Why is... Oh, the batteries are off. Shut up, chat. I don't want to hear it. Okay, so we were controlling it. We got to capture the forward thruster names. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We got to have a forward group, basically. And that right there. That's going to be critical for our timer block, which is right here. So thrusters are going to get turned on. Then the forward thrusts that override 100. Okay. Okay. Override's going to 100. Now we will need a second timer block.
Fuel critical.
For this. Thinking about starting some beef with my gunship. Do it. We'll get shot up. I didn't mean it like that. You know what I meant. Alright. Second timer block. This is going to be when the sequence ends. So basically what's going to happen, we're going to hit this button. It's going to launch the missile for us, okay? It's going to do all these actions. It's going to turn recharge off on the batteries, turn the thrusters on, turn the forward thrusters to 100%. And then it's got to detach the merge block, okay? Turn it off. That right there, boom, it's going to send the missile straight up into the air. Okay, or whatever direction it's pointing. What we need to do then is we need to call our stage 2 script, which will be our flight. So we're going to call this timer missile S2. Okay. The delay on this is a 1. Actually, no, you want to give this a delay, let's say 4 seconds. And then we also have to put it in here at the end. We're going to say... So the first launch stage will trigger the second timer block. The second timer block is what's going to give us all of our controls back. So, wait a second. That's the first one. Oh, we'll go in here, we'll put the thrust forward, set override percentage back to 0, and I don't think we can do camera view option from here? I don't think you can, no, because you manually, basically, you manually have to view it. But what we can do is when we start viewing the camera, oh no, you can't do custom actions on it. It's fine. We don't need all that. So that's what that's going to do. It's just going to make it fancy for us, okay? Not really, it's not really a necessity. 1 second. We got to go into our blueprints and get rid of 2506. And then we're going to re-add him. Even though the bar isn't right. Have you seen Star Wars Andor? I haven't seen Andor. I don't get a lot of time. I'm usually watching shows with the chicks. So I usually don't get a lot of time to watch them on my own. Base has power. It sounds like it's working. Okay, we've got our grid ready to go. We have a missile control. We have no buttons on the bar. So all we are going to do here is set up a view camera on number 2. We'll set up that AI move button just so we have it on off right here. Okay, and then we need the start timer, the missile launch timer. Okay, I forgot we gotta go blueprint that in there, so I don't have to do that every time. It'll get old really fast. Almost as old as the amount of blueprints we're creating. Oh, shoot. Okay. Did that save? It did. Okay. And or specifically season 2 is not quite family friendly. See, there you go. Someday I might get to watch it, but today is not that day. All right. So what you're going to see, we're going to hit the number 1 key. It should send this thing into orbit, and then we can hit number 2 and take over from there. So let's do it. Let's find out. Let's do it. Here goes. 3, 2, 1. Here she goes. 100% thrust. Is that as far as it's going? Oh, that's as far as it went on 100% thrust. So it didn't really go that high, did it? 90 meters up. It'd be cooler if it kept moving. We can work on that. See if we can get this at a different angle this time. Come in at a little slight different angle. Where is it? Where's our ship? There it is. It totally went by. And it blew up because it got close enough. It got close enough to trigger the detonation sequence. I feel like we need more changes.
Fuel critical.
Alright, hold on. Let's drop one down here real quick. Time for some shenanigans. Alright, you go shoot stuff up. I'm getting a missile. And I'm perfecting it. So what I'm thinking here we could do... Can we align to gravity? We can. So we could take this... Let's try something here. Alright? So, the missile launch... We're going to have it go up just for another second. Okay, actually we should probably go even for more than that just to make sure it clears the base. We're going to say 10 seconds. On here, let's set it to align to gravity. So we're going to turn the AI behavior on. That's not really a good idea because we won't have control of it, but it will align to gravity. Yeah. We'll see. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Let's give it a shot first. Okay, here we go. I'm going to hit the launch. So it should go up. It's going to keep going for 10 seconds this time. We didn't have it not turn the thrusters off. We could just have the thrusters run full stop all the time. But let's see what happens here. There it goes. So it's going to go up. And it should align to gravity. But it is not. Even though autopilot turned on. Let's take a look at our stuff here. AI flight. See, it doesn't have a behavior to follow because it's not getting one from this. We set that to closest. Not gonna help us, right? No. All we're trying to do is just get it to a line of gravity. And actually, because it's wait a second. If we say 0, 10, it's going to do it. No? That makes no sense. But it's still because it doesn't have a command coming in from this block. All right, let's take this and let's get rid of this one. We're gonna do some more commands. We'll go take out this thing for a minute, okay? Let's go over here and pop this guy. Looks like a nice target. Okay, you should see it snap, and it's not aligning to the grid. I don't get it. Well, it's because it's not our enemies. That's a friend. It's not a friend anymore.
Fuel critical.
I kind of want to go see that and see what it did to that thing. It really didn't do much. Actually, it did. It did quite a bit. Blew a hole in the side of the base. I'm gonna say that was a success. Okay, so what did we learn with this missile? We learned I need to get this out. Let's see if there's another behavior block that we can use. Is that light or heavy armor? I think that's light. On the large, you're talking about on the bases, I think it's all light. Might be. What's an AI basic task do for us? Let's take a look and just see. Maybe there's something else there. Follow player? An autopilot? We could have it do an autopilot on one way. So, ooh, now there's an idea. We could give it coordinates that are somewhere close to it. But how do you know that in advance? Yeah, that's might be a bit much. We could have it follow a player. Follow a home beacon or GPS. So we could have it follow a beacon. There's not one on UPS, unfortunately. But it could. So prospecting station. Like let's just try something here, okay? If we take that basic and we say follow this home, where's the prospecting station? All right? Let's try that. And then minimum range from home 0. Yeah. That'll do. That'll do. Okay? Let's see what happens. All right? Now the other thing is on this timer, actually let's let it be. Let's see if it just does what we want it to do. So we gave it a flight. Let's find out. I'm just gonna copy this just so we have it. Let's see what happens. So we're basically trying and saying, hey, look, if you have an antenna, can you just fire it in the direction of an antenna? All right, here we go. Missile test number 107 is underway. Let's see what happens. It came to a stop. Dude. Did I not blueprint the one with the AI turned on? We have to have AI behaviors turned on. So let's say it turns on. The basic task is, oh, this behavior's got to be turned on. Okay. Find out. Find out what happens. You can see boom coming. It's not going very fast. Might have to adjust the speed a bit. YouTube doesn't like it when I fail my mission. I'm gonna jump out of SE again though. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to not read chats. Why is it going so slow? Look at these guns. Oh, they're shooting it. It's not good. Keep going, little buddy. Oh, it got hit. Oh. Why was it going so slow? We gotta figure out why it was going so slow. Dang, they are not happy about that. It was going really slow. It was going really slow. There's some sort of problem with it. Not a big deal.
Critical.
We copied and pasted. So, oh, stay up. All right. Did I not? Did I put the basic task on here on this one? Yeah, it's right here. Okay, so let's figure this out. Follow home. We're gonna choose this as our guy. Add behavior. Turn that on right away. Okay. Actually, no. We're gonna set those in timer. S2. Okay. We turn this back off, and then we're going to turn this behavior on. And the combat behavior should be on already anyway, but we're gonna have that on. And I think maybe we have to do the AI flight also. Just see. We might as well. What could go wrong, right? And let's check the speed limit while we're here, because I feel like it's set to 100. It's set to 250. Precision is off. Collision avoidance. Yeah. Let's give that a shot. Okay. Okay, now. We're going to fire that off. See if it can be 100% automated this time. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. There it goes. What's going to happen? Let's go. Oh, look at it. It's aligning itself. And it should be getting up to 250. 100. Oh, it's cooking this time. They're in some trouble. 160. It's not. No, it's slowing down. It's slowing down. That's not good. Why? Why is it doing that? Why is it going so slow? $120. See, it should be able to go much faster than this. Can I turn it off? I can. I'm gonna get it up to speed again here. Hang on a second. It just keeps slowing down. Oh, come on. These guys and their freaking turrets.
Fuel critical.
It's a good practice. This is a good practice target. Looking epic. We got to figure out why it's not going fast enough. Let's try something else here, okay? In here, let's remove this override and see if it'll just keep the thruster maxed, okay? And let's just send it. Same parameters other than that. This one's one, we're bound to have one hit automatically, okay? Here we go. See what happens. Taking off. Nope. Autopilot takes over and it kills the thrusters. Look how slow it's going. 8.7. And the power is going really wild. So why is that? That allows it to pick up speed, turning the thrust override off. But it's going to get up to the 160 and it's going to back off again. Have you checked the settings in the AI blocks as well? 250. This one doesn't have a speed. And this one doesn't either. Is that it? No, that's not it. Is it the remote control block? Well, I guess we'll never know. Because it just got smoked. Alright, let's take a look at that. The other thing, we're going to make it go up really high, okay? So, This is going to be delayed 25 seconds. All right. I think these are all okay. Let's turn that remote control speed up just in case that's causing some sort of issue. We're going to turn precision off on everything. That's off, that's off. Let's kick this up. Yeah, basic task. That's fine. Light. Collisions are all off. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's see how high we can get it up in the air first. I think it has something to do with it being so close to the ground. So let's get it way up high in the air and then see if it'll hold its speed. It should be a big bada boom if it works. Okay. Roll, here we go. Launching. Look at that bad boy go. Look at it go. It's gonna see, you're gonna see it's gonna curve and take off here in a second. Oh, in about 20 seconds. It's still going up. Fire and forget missile. It's up to 1100. Oh, it's really cooking now. Okay, here it goes. It's lining out. Look at it. It's found its target. And it's going 2 miles an hour. Okay, now it's picking up speed. I'm gonna move my face. It was getting stuck at 160 before, and it still is. How did it find the target from so far away? The antenna beacon. We're using antennas now. I'm hands off on this. It's completely its own. All I did was fire it. Will it make it? Oh my gosh. They all keep getting shot up. Oh, it's so sad. Look at all the parts. Oh. I know what we need to do. I got it. I got it. It's going slow because it's doing a follow. The follow is speed limiting us. You know, the artillery just keeps wrecking us. It's funny.
Fuel critical.
I can't believe it can hit it. Okay. Hear me out on this. The follow, what we're using to get the missile there initially, we need to undo that. So we need to turn that off once we're in range. So once we're in, let's say 2,500 meters, we need to turn that off and let combat take back over. So that's what we're going to do. On this one, we're going to set it up so on the event controller, okay, as soon as it gets in 2,500 meters, okay, instead of doing what we were doing with it, we were arming the warheads. We're going to have to arm the warheads, but we'll do that somewhere else. Let's not worry about that yet. What we're going to do is we're going to turn off the basic task AI, okay? Turn behavior off. That should allow it to get back to the full speed. What are your thoughts on adding a mod increasing turret distance? We could do that. It's a pretty big change because you have to make all the ammo go farther. Yeah, but I have done that before. Okay. So that's going to turn off that. We need to arm the warheads. So Let's just arm them in the stage 2 of the missile, okay? It's fine. It'll probably be fine. Okay. Okay. Let's give this a shot. We're close. We're close to an automated missile. We are. Now remember, you need a beacon. You need a beacon to feed this thing, okay? But if you have it, it could be lights out. You know what I mean? So, here we go. We're gonna launch it. 3, 2, 1. You just mean the auto aim. Oh, okay. Yeah, auto aim. Well, it doesn't matter because you could set up auto aim for 1200, but if the ammo doesn't go that same range, then there's no point. You see what I'm saying? We'd have to look it over. All right, here we go. Autopilot's on. So it's starting the initial flow part right now, okay? And as soon as it gets in 2,500 meters, okay? As soon as you should see it take off. Start going fast again. Doing 150. I think you can see that with my picture out, right? Yeah. We should see it just kick on the afterburners here in a second. Keep an eye on it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It did not. It's going slow. Dang, dude, it can't ever make it. You have a mod that worked quite well for you. You can send a link. Yeah, that's fine. I have my own ammo mod that I've made. So I'd probably just go update it and then add it back in. I know that it whiffed the first shot. I think it got it on the second.
Fuel critical.
All right, so the basic task didn't do it. I think it's because it's our friend, okay? So, IGDC. Because it's our friend, the combat, you see what I'm saying? The combat mechanism didn't kick in. It's just a, let's find out though. Minus 1500, that should do it, right? Yeah, they're not friends anymore. Okay. If they were friends, they're not friends anymore. Let's see if that does it. I think this has all the right changes in it. It does. Let's just fire it one more time. We should just put a go button on here. We should just hit the... I'm just gonna hit the start button. Where is it? Look at that thing go! It goes up pretty high. You figure it goes up, what, 1,300 meters? Let's find out. Oh, it's even farther than that. 2. It goes up 2. And now it's on its way. So let's just see if it's going any faster when it gets there, okay? Should be going faster this time. Let's to move behind. Get a shot from back here. From the gun angle. They're gonna have no idea what's coming. It's not going any faster yet, but it's also outside of the 2.5 kilometer. So now it's in. And you see how much faster it's going? Look at it. It's accelerating. It's coming, dude. Oh, it's gonna make it. It did miss though, a little bit. I don't know. Was there a solar panel here? Signals off will be interesting. Okay. So, yeah, there's a couple things. From the other side, you can't use that method on something that doesn't have an antenna or a beacon. So, let's stay on board on the camera this time with it, and just let's watch it. We should see it accelerating. I don't know what it was. Oh, it was targeting power. So it was targeting solar system. It was targeting the solar because it was power, right? I'm assuming that's what happened. Let's fire it up, and we're gonna stay on board this time and just kind of watch. Oh, no wonder this doesn't go in. It doesn't have a camera assigned. Okay. There we go. Okay. So hands are off. So what that does mean though is that before you fire one of these, you would have to assign it a coordinate. You know what I mean? Or what you could do. What if, all right, what if you fire one of these? Let's say you only have the one silo, okay? You fire one of these and you have it in wandering mode, all right, with no coordinate. And then, until you get 3 of them up in the air, then you give them all the coordinates. So it just does a strike one after the other. Savas, yeah? Switch to weapons this time? Maybe switch to weapons this time. Oh, you're saying I should switch to weapons? Let's just see what it targets. It's not going fast yet. We're still going 150. Once it gets another 1,000 meters, here it comes. Get ready. There you go. Boom. It should be kicking in the afterburners. It's not. There it is. Now it is. Yeah, it's targeting solar panels. That's what it is. Yeah, orbital rocket. Basically, so just I'm just talking about enough flight time. All right, enough flight time to get multiple of these things in the air. Okay, so like, let's say this is. Let's just change the name to R1, just so we know. Okay. Let me put this one down. Another one. We're gonna call this guy R2. Oh my gosh, I can't stay up too much longer, but I think we're onto something here. Instead of giving it a coordinate, okay? Instead of giving it a coordinate, okay, we don't have one highlighted. We're gonna have it just wander. Okay? We're just having it wander. And so it's not gonna, it shouldn't go anywhere until we give it a coordinate. let's do the same on this one. Let's try this. See, there's no way to like, can I just unselect that? No. I guess you just have to change it. And then check wander. It'll be idle. And then we'll come back and we'll give them both coordinates. Okay? Okay, so R1, I'm just going to trigger it. Missile launch. We'll let him get up there and see what happens. Halfway there. Okay, so it's just hanging out right now. It's kind of just flying around, just hanging out. Or it's dropping out of the sky, one of the two. Okay. Is it going somewhere? Is it actually going there? I don't think the wander worked. Yeah, it's going there. Yep. But now there's no power systems out on the outside. What's going to happen now? Wow, it missed. And it cratered. These guys. Okay. Wander didn't work. That or it was stuck with a coordinate in it or something. Basic task. You know, but that is good, right? Because so like here, imagine yourself if you're flying around. Okay, let me just go over to our UPS truck. Let's say you're flying around. You're really far away. Like, let's say I'm flying around and I just well, I gotta teleport myself over here real quick so I can show you what I'm talking about. All right. And let's say I just create a GPS. Okay. All you have to do is just do GPS attack. All right. It's gonna find, as soon as it finds that UPS truck, it's gonna lock on. It doesn't matter. You see? So even though, let's say we just have this attack command here. Okay. Let's go back to the base. Oop, too much. Much too much. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to put my camera back over by the UPS truck so we can see it. So the attack coordinate says, hey, you know, go off in this vicinity. All right? What we'll do, let's just say you go in and program it and say, hey, I want you to go to attack. Watch what's going to happen, okay? We launch this missile. It's going to take off. It's going to go up the 2,000 meters. And if we go over here by our ship, So you'll be able to see. Let me slow this down a little bit. It's going to come right at it. It's going to come at an antenna first, and then it's going to change direction. Once it sees that ship, it's going to say, hey, you know what? I don't like you. No, it's going... No way. It's going back to the other base. Is that like a bug? There's got to be a bug, right? Now, what is it doing? Yeah, it's still coming this way. Oh, it got shot up before it hit. You could have them follow the player like disposable attack dogs. You could. We could just walk on the ground over there and just have it, you know, be our little sentry. Let me set the camera back over here. I don't understand why it didn't go after the attack coordinate. Did I do something wrong? Let's plop another one down here and just see. Still has that. Right, I double clicked it. Do you think it's gonna go? Oh, wait a second. Follow home. You always select a home beacon or GPS to show follow. It can be set up to wander while it's in range. What if we try putting it to autopilot? You know what? Let's get it to point at that attack and just see if that works first, okay? Let's fire it. Fire it and forget it. I didn't copy it. That's fine. It's already on its way. It better be going. Is it going to go the right way this time? Almost up there. Right about now. Okay. Looks like it's going more this way again. But why is it doing that, Did we break something? Because it's just going back to the same coordinate again. And it's going to be aimed right where it always is, right here. I think we have more to figure out about this. See? Dude, I'm 100% certain I changed that to the correct location, right? So do I need to look through the other blocks? I don't know why that's not on. I don't know why that's not on one way. How do you clear, like, is there, do I need to clear the, something or others? Do basic guidance. Let's see if basic guidance, oh no, you know, I'm not going to change anything. But I don't understand why this guy, we do an autopilot. Wait, follow home. No, 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 no. We don't want it to do that. We want it to do an autopilot one way to our attack position. Don't we have an attack position? We do.
Fuel critical.
Okay, we want it to do that. Well, no, the offensive block. So what should happen is the offensive block should kick in. We got to have it on so it triggers once that grid is in place. I think what we were doing was we shouldn't have been doing home. We should have been doing autopilot to this somewhere nearby, right? This should get us there, and as long as our remote control speed is 250, it should be going the full speed all the time. So let's just take a look. We're gonna fire it, and then we'll actually, let me go up in here so we can see, so we can do the camera to it. We should see it be able to go 250. I think this is the one. I think we've got it. So this should go toward the attack position, and then once it sees the UPS truck, it should target the UPS truck on its own. Hold on. I want to do this. I can see from the camera. Where's the control button? There it is. Okay, here we go. There it goes. It should get up to full speed this time. You're saying it overrides the other blocks. Maybe it's scuffed. Okay, let's find out. Let's see if this works. Okay, autopilot is on, so it's going to be pointing towards attack. Yep. Once we start getting close to that, once we get down to about 2,500 meters, it should switch over to the UPS truck. Somewhere around 2,000 actually. Now, the real question is it going to be enough time that it can change target? It's only going 140. Hasn't switched yet. I don't know. It's just following it all the way. And boom.
Fuel critical.
It just wanted to go to it. Like, it did not break off of it at all at that time. AI flight. The event controller is what should have done it. This guy. It should have turned that behavior off. The basic AI behaviors, that should have got turned off. Very confused, man. What if we just turn the entire block off? What if we turn off that event block? Once we see, once the event controller sees a target. I'm gonna have to do more work with this. This is about the last missile we can send for tonight. I think we made a lot of progress though. It's been a lot of discovery, which is probably a good thing. Like the override block is on right now. Like if we were to go look, you can see the offensive block is on, and it's just waiting. It says there's no active move type block. Okay. Well, you'll see that'll trigger. Behavior is disabled. Now that behavior is on. This one is also running. Okay. It's going the right way, right? Yeah. So this guy should get turned off. And this guy should take over. You can see right now it says it's moving to GPS attack. And at some point, very soon, it should switch that. And it doesn't. It's finishing that. It's finishing that whatever, you know? It didn't ever trigger. So like it's like the event block didn't do anything.
Fuel critical.
That's totally it's like that, like the event block didn't do anything. This event controller right here. I don't get it. I really don't know. We gotta figure out how we kick off this one thing. How do we, how do we turn this off? Because turning the block off didn't do it. Or actually, did it even turn the block off? We didn't really look, did we? Let's see. We got to investigate a little bit more. So we're looking for this block to turn off. This event controller right here. Should trigger that to turn off. Toggle block. If that block turns off, I'm just looking to see if it's going to update. See? It's not turning that block off. If I turn that block off, That did nothing. That, yikes. Gosh, that's a tough one.
Fuel
I
critical.
don't know. I've got to learn more about these blocks. Okay. Let's turn this off. What do we do? Like, if it doesn't ever trigger off of this, then what good does this get us there? Like, it gets us to there, but I gotta give me a keyboard, and when I have one, I can look into them. I think I know. This, I would have thought would have got us there. So the AI flight, maybe what we need is to have collision mode on. We might need to do some timer block stuff here. Like maybe it's trying to get that first GPS coordinate. Maybe it's just trying to finish this and say, I'm done with this before it does anything with this. So try something here. I think we can have it both ways. I'm not 100% sure yet. Okay, so let's try from like right here. Okay, if I create a GPS coordinate. Should have teleported. Oh. It's all the way stuck out here. Hang on a second. What? Come on. Okay. What I'm thinking here, let's delete this. Oh my gosh, I just saw it. I'm such an idiot. Okay. Waypoint. Let's set up the attack here. Okay. We'll have it go to the attack one. Okay. Then your action becomes basic task. AI behavior off. That will trigger offensive. Now, if we had more of a timer system here, if we had another timer, we could do more advanced stuff. But let's just try that and see. So let's just see what happens. Yeah, I should just hit the start button. I'm not even gonna. Yeah, I'd like to watch it. We're gonna watch it from the platform. This is the last one of the night. Sorry, guys. Super early. We're gonna figure this out. I'm gonna look at this more off stream too. Just see if we can't figure out what the total deal is with these. Did this have a coordinate set up in it? I hope it did. It does. It still has a tack set up in it. It hasn't taken over yet because it hasn't gotten up. I kind of moved it on accident and I shouldn't have. My bad. Okay, so it's gonna head for attack. Once it gets there, it should turn off. And then it should target the UPS.
Fuel critical.
I have no answers. I don't know. I really don't know. Why did it turn away? It was turning back to go back to the attack coordinate. The only thing I could think would be like, okay, so like, I'm gonna try and not lazy mode this just for a second, okay? Because I really want to, I really want to give you guys some hope that we can pull this off. So on this timer block 3, I gotta set no delay on it. What we're going to do is we're gonna set up our actions as let's see if the remote control has a autopilot on off. It does. But I don't think that's what we want. Hold on, I'm checking. Come on. I think this should have been enough to do it. Like, turning this off. Turn this off. Wait. Turn AI behavior off. And then we'll also turn the block off. The AI flight. Like, right here, the AI offensive should take over. It should take over. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something more than this. Let's get rid of these. We're gonna turn precision mode. Where's it? Turn precision mode off here. What we'll do is we'll have precision mode on so it'll slow down a lot before it gets to that GPS coordinate. And then we'll see if that takes care of it. So just by doing that in our remote control, sorry, I know you chatted. Hang on.
Fuel critical.
In our, one second. In our follow autopilot thing, we're gonna have it go to a different one. No, we'll have it go to the attack one again. In remote control, we're gonna turn precision mode on. If you want, you send me the blueprint. We'll try to play around with that setup as well. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm getting off here, right? I'm not gonna have time to go transfer. It's 2:30 in the morning. Okay, so what should happen when we get there, we didn't set up the action, did we? Once we hit this, we're going to set up an action of that timer 3. Where the heck is it? This guy, which I didn't give a name. We're just going to have it trigger. That's going to turn that precision mode back off. And at that point, this basic task should be done. Should be done. So that should turn that behavior off. You know, if we wanted to just make sure that it's off, we could just go in here and then let's just add it here. Behavior off. Let's see if that does it. I'm at a loss. I think that might do it. But like, I think if it slowly gets to the GPS coordinate and then says, okay, I'm going. I think that might do it. Find out. Oh, I didn't view the camera. Dang it. Come back. Okay. Wait, this isn't the right one. This isn't the right one. No. Where am I? Hold on. Is it not this one? It should be this one. Oh, it is this one. Okay. It doesn't show the speed though. Oh, whatever. Please work. It should have precision mode on, but it's not slowing down. It just did the exact same thing.
Critical.
I don't know. I'm sending this guy. We're doing it. The batteries. Turn the batteries on. Something's getting blown up. This one's the, I don't remember how this one works. This is the good one. Alright. This one, all you do is you fly it over to wherever you want. It's all manual, right? Man, it doesn't have any upward thrust though. I gotta fly it at an angle. Hold on, I gotta get some height. And it crashed. Oh no, it blew off the merge block. Okay. It can't. It's not. It's gonna crash into the ground. That's a very disappointing way to end it. Oh my god. Alright. I really want to figure those out. I think if we could figure it out, it would be a big time help. Like if you can just send it to a coordinate, like just imagine just sitting in your little control console and just saying, hey look, go blow this thing up.
Fuel critical. That's
what I want to work towards. So that's what I'm going to be working on. All right. Well, everybody, thank you guys for hanging out. Really appreciate you. Devaz, Porta. Appreciate you guys very much. Everybody have a good Tuesday. GG's. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll let you know if I figure it out. I'll let you guys know. Everybody have a wonderful Tuesday. I'll see you guys Wednesday night. Again, I'll be a little bit late because of the basketball game, but I'll be here. So good night. Bye bye.